The opening week was a good reminder of how QBs reign supreme in fantasy football, at least in terms of total points. Of the top 28 overall fantasy point leaders last week, 16 were quarterbacks. That top 28 included Sam Darnold and Zach Wilson. Yes, really. Darnold outscored David Montgomery, T.J. Hawkinson, and Cooper Kupp. We could go on for days, but if you're playing in superflex/2 QB leagues, you probably already understand this. Nonetheless, our Week 2 Fantasy Superflex/2 QB rankings might still be a bit jarring, especially when you see someone like Kirk Cousins ahead of Christian McCaffrey. Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes will sit atop our rankings with regularity. Josh Allen and Dak Prescott have tougher matchups this week, but they'll be contenders for the top spot sometimes, too. It's tough to know exactly where to start rankings RBs and WRs, but studs like Tyreek Hill and McCaffrey showed they deserve to be near the top 10 overall in Week 1. Of course, they don't really matter since they'll be safely in your lineups as an RB1 and WR1, respectively, but we like to be thorough and rank them all. Week 2 standard rankings: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, D/ST, kicker. Since we only have a one-game sample from each team, it's still tough to build perfect rankings built on statistics and matchups, but we did our best to apply all factors to our pecking order. Week 2 PPR rankings: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, D/ST, kicker. Note, as we move down the list, we ranked players with more upside higher than some of the handcuff running backs. A good example of this is ranking Henry Ruggs 3 above A.J. Dillon. Of course, Dillon will surely give you at least a few fantasy points, but all it takes for Ruggs to outscore him is one deep ball touchdown. If you like to play it safer, adjust your personal rankings accordingly. Week 2 Fantasy Sleepers, Busts, Start 'em, Sit 'em. These rankings are for standard, non-PPR leagues with 4-point passing TDs. Week 2 DFS lineups: DraftKings, FanDuel, Yahoo. Rankings are for standard, non-PPR leagues.